money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On second and 9, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And some room to work. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Eagles hit 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
He's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. flush to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In his end zone, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Locke going to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On play action, Locke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Locke off a play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Warriors 17. Check, match, check, Mustang 19.
From the 25 on second down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Okay, ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. goodness. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Go! 18
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 32 yards. And the Eagles have regained the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Play action. Now it's Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Clock now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Locke. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Block now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Clock gonna go on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Shot, ready? Go!
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaul. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. On second down, it's Walker. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Locke going to try and throw on third down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Locked to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. Touchdown! Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go street. 19 Lions.
Hurts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go. Check.
On first down, Hurts. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
18, Pioneers. Hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the turnover, here's Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
18, Buffalo 18. Warren 17. Mustang 19. Trap 50, trap 50. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Are we in the... Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 27 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
70 Rangers.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly. Get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued.
60.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
60 Buffalo 18.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's the fullback. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
19. Drop 60. Read alert.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
18 Rattler. Go check.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Back to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to Walker on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And going right back to Walker. A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles.